Hey, what's up everyone? It's Duskmos, and today I'm here with the Fairfield Circuitry Long Life. Let's check it out. So the Long Life is a parametric EQ with a tilt control. And what that means is it allows you to adjust the equalization based on different parameters. So you can set the tilt amount, which makes it go from either a low pass to a high pass filter and various ranges in between. And you've got a gain control that allows you to either cut or boost frequencies. And you've got a Q amount, which is your resonance or your emphasis of the frequencies around the edges of your cutoff frequency, as set by the big control here. And you've also got a volume control that's just like your master output volume. Around 2 o'clock is unity, so it'll sound the same volume level bypassed or not if you leave it there. Up top, you've got your input and output and power adapter. And up top here, you've got kind of a unique feature are these two CV controls that are on 1/8 inch jacks that you can use with Modular or with any kind of source that will send CV control for either the filter cutoff or the resonance amount. And even more unique with the Long Life is you can turn it into a synth voice by controlling it over CV as well, which is just really wild. Over here, you've got an expression input. You've got a medium kind of firm clicking bypass switch and an LED indicator for bypass status. As you can see today, I've got it hooked up with the model cycles from Elektron. I'm just using one channel, coming out mono, going into the Long Life, coming out mono and going into the TX6 where it's stereo spread, and then out into the camera. As always, I like to start with my clean pattern, so I'm going to go ahead and do that on the model cycles. That's what we're working with. I try to kind of cover frequency range. And also give those reverb tails so you can really hear the filter working. So let's go ahead and engage. So you can hear not a lot of change. As to be expected. Tilt is set down to where this is a low pass, so let's hear that. And you can go all the way to near silence there. Now the resonance is low, so you're not going to hear that whooshy character. So we'll turn up the resonance and now you'll hear it. There you go, whooshy. But you really hear it kind of push the kick. Or whatever frequency it's kind of focused on. So now if we change the tilt, you can hear now at this end, it's a high pass. And only down here is more or less clean. Which is really cool. Now what's interesting is this gain control is at 12 o'clock, and that's because it's bi-directional. So left of 12 o'clock is a cut of frequencies, and to the right it's a boost. So you can hear how the characteristic changes as you work through this tilt. Let's do that again here. So the kick is like extra boomy now. And then dial it back and you're sort of reduced a little bit. can get a little gritty if you want it to. You can really push, like drive into the input, or really up the Q like this. And it's really knocking that kick. As you can hear, it's right on the edge of being self-resonant there. I'm gonna dip the volume back and crank it. You get those like really low sub bass rumbles. Reminds me of those old bass test CDs that you used to get for like car systems. Good times. I'm going to increase the volume going into the Fairfield, the Long Life. So you see now it's really smashing that kick, which is pretty cool. A little bit honky with the resonance there. That, of course, happens with every filter. Tilt almost works as like a second frequency knob, because in essence it is. Alright, I'm going to add a sound to the pattern here. Real nasty. Really screechy. And back to clean. So yeah, there's the foundations of the Long Life. But now for the sort of bonus feature, I'm going to set it up with the key step that I have and get it going with the oscillator and just hear how it sounds on its own. Okay, so as you can see, I'm back with the Long Life hooked up to the Arturia key step, and I'm coming out of the gate and going into the filter resonance or Q control. And I'm coming out of the pitch CV and going into the filter CV. And for those unfamiliar, the gate is the on and off message for the sound, and the pitch, of course, is the pitch of the note. So I'm just going to noodle around and play some sounds out of this pedal, which is just crazy to think that this is a filter pedal, but you can use it as a synth voice, and it actually sounds really good. So let's check it out. And this is what it sounds like without any effects or anything. But things get more interesting when you turn on some effects. So let's do some reverb from the TX6. Really cool. I'll add some tremolo. Just some noodling. Let's try a different effect. I'm going to switch it to one of my favorites, this mash delay. I'll turn the tremolo off. Into the tremolo back. And what I like is it actually sounds to be, it sounds really good, but it sounds a little like it has a little bit of instability, which actually is really cool and kind of is like a vintage sort of character. I'm changing the octaves on the key step to get the lower and higher pitches. As you can hear, it goes crazy low. I'm sure it'll go uncomfortably high. Yep, that's the furthest I'm going to push it for the sake of everyone's ears. What's cool too is because the pitch CV is attached to the mod wheel on the key step, you can do pitch bends. And you can actually force this to drone and still send it the pitch and gate information, and it'll just return. Which is kind of weird and cool. So there we go. That is the Fairfield Circuitry Long Life. It's a lot more than just a filter pedal. Crazy that you can use it as a synth voice like this. I almost don't even understand how that works. Lots of character, very multi-purpose, and a really interesting proposition. All right, well, thanks so much for hanging out with me and checking out the Long Life from Fairfield. Really appreciate your time, and thanks so much. See you next time.